In today's video, I'm going to tell you 10 carnivore hacks that you need to know about. What qualifies me to tell you about this? Well, I've been doing Carnivore Diet almost 900 days now. It's completely saved my life. I'm down over 100 pounds since my heaviest. I overcame arthritis, IBS, sleep apnea, I stopped snoring, and I reversed my congestive heart failure. All this is in my medical records. I've traveled all around the world filming a documentary called Healing Humanity. My wife is doing carnivore for over a year with me. She's down about 60 pounds. My daughter Emma's doing carnivore. So many of my family members, my mom, my stepdad, and I've interviewed hundreds of carnivores. I've learned so much along these 2 years. I want to tell you all the little hacks and tips and tricks that I learned that would have helped me so much in the beginning of my journey. All right, we're going to start out with number 10, and this is a secret carnivore restaurant menu hack. And this works at several different restaurants. My daughter Emma and I have used this probably 10 times now at various restaurants. The one we've used it at the most is Texas Roadhouse. But most restaurants where you get steak or meat that offer a salad, you can use this hack. We call it our little secret carnivore menu, but you have to ask for it. And so this is how it goes. You go to Texas Roadhouse or you go to your favorite steakhouse and they offer you a free salad with your dinner. Of course it's not free, but you're paying for it. And this is what we do. We say, you know your salad that has the cheese on it and the bacon on it and the eggs? We want the bacon and the eggs. And my daughter Emma will sometimes ask for the cheese as well, but we don't want the salad. Hold the lettuce, we want none of that. We only want bacon, we only want eggs. It sounds crazy, right? But they offer it on their salad. They do this at Texas Roadhouse, they do this at other steakhouses. I'll show you a little video clip of this. Emma, what are we eating?
We're at Texas Roadhouse, and for the sides we got boiled eggs.
How do you do this?
Instead of the salad, you just ask for the eggs. If you do cheese, you can get cheese, you can get bacon.
Like I said, we've done it 10, maybe 15 times, and you would have thought that they would bring you a little tiny bit of bacon, the same amount that would have gone on the salad, and a little bit of hard-boiled eggs, the same amount that would have went on the salad. They don't. In almost every case, they bring us an entire bowl of bacon and an entire bowl of hard-boiled eggs, all diced up and nice and cool, and it is delicious, and it is fantastic. I've done this over and over again. My next tip that's still part of number 10 is if you're at a restaurant, ask. Don't be shy, always ask, because what normally happens is I'll have a steak and they'll say, okay, what would you like for a side? And you'll say, no sides, I don't want a baked potato, I don't want french fries. What about a salad? I don't want a salad. Ask them, it never hurts to ask. Hey, do you got a side of bacon back there? Maybe you could just substitute the bacon since I'm not getting bread or a salad or a soup or any of the french fries or baked potato on the side. And I would say maybe 50% of the time they do it, maybe even more than that, but they never do it if you don't ask, so be sure to ask. Carnivore hack number 9 is if you do go out to eat, tell them that you are allergic to seed oils and seasoning. Don't say, I prefer if you didn't use seed oils, or don't say, please don't put seed oils on it, use butter. Use the word allergic. There's legal implications to that word. They could get in big trouble if someone has an allergy and gets sick. Their ears perk up, they listen, they write it down. If you say it's just a preference, they won't do it. So that is hack number 9. If you're going out to eat, use the word allergy. Carnivore hack number 8, air fryer. Get yourself an air fryer. I relented and waited almost a year. I foolishly believed in my head it was sacrilegious to cook a steak in an air fryer. That's gonna ruin a beautiful steak. My buddy Dante from Frigno Freedom, he taught me this. He cooked steaks from frozen in his air fryer. I never wanted to do it. I finally relented and did it, and they are incredible. It's a game changer. It's a time saver. It's so simple. We literally use our air fryer every single day. I cook burger patties in it most often. I cook bacon in it probably every day. Quick interruption. Beast Mode Soap sent me this soap, 100% beef tallow, free to try. This is certified grass-fed tallow, never vegan, made in the USA, natural essential oils. We got forest ash, paleo pine. We're in the pine forest. The forest ash is my favorite. I've been using it for a while now. They sent this to me for free, but I liked it so much I agreed to do a paid partnership with them because I believe people need to know what they're putting on their body. And the soap that I had at home is full of chemicals, detergents. Seriously, after I use this soap, my skin feels so soft and so incredible. What you put on your skin ends up in your bloodstream. And I only want to put good things in my body and on my body. And this There couldn't be much better. This is 100% beef tallow. Learn more at beastmodesoap.com. Number 7, carnivore hack number 7, chuck roast. Chuck roast has been one of my favorite cuts of meat. It's one of the least expensive cuts of meat. It's a couple dollars a pound, $4 or $5 a pound for chuck roast right now, $15 a pound for a strip steak. I would take a slow cooked chuck roast over a strip steak any day of the week. It's full of fat, it's the perfect carnivore food, and it's inexpensive. We get them from our neighbor. I also buy them from Walmart. They sell them, it's usually $10 or $12. They sell them prepackaged chuck roast. I get a whole bunch of them. Sometimes I get them on sale. I put them in the freezer. You take them out of the freezer, take it out of the wrapper, you put it in the slow cooker, you put it on low, and you go to bed. You wake up the next morning. You don't add any butter, you don't add any liquid, nothing. You can put a little salt on it if you want, but usually I wait until the morning. I'll add a little bit of butter in the morning, but the entire crock pot, the slow cooker, will be full of meat broth. It's so good for you. It's so fantastic. It's inexpensive. House smells amazing. That is my carnivore hack number 7. Chuck roasts. Chuck it in the slow cooker. Okay, carnivore hack number 6. Cut out cheese and dairy. It took me a long time to learn this, and a lot of carnivores make this mistake. What's wrong with cheese and dairy? That's carnivore. It comes from an animal. It will stall you out. I have heard it thousands of times now. If you're not having healing or weight loss or whatever your goal may be on carnivore, if you're stalled out, it is probably most likely because you're eating cheese or having too much heavy cream. Carnivore hack number 5. You got cravings? It is probably because you are not satiated and you're not eating enough fat. Anytime I get cravings now, I wish I knew this on day 1 because I had cravings early on. Bacon gets rid of those cravings, or butter. Upping the fat gets rid of the cravings. And most times people that have cravings on carnivore, it's because they're not getting enough fat. All right, carnivore hack number 4. Number 4 is a smart scale. Get yourself a smart scale. They're like $40. A smart scale is a scale that you can stand on. They oftentimes have an app that goes on your phone, and they will tell you more than just your body weight. They'll tell you your composition. And this was one of the biggest mistakes. This is the hack I wish I knew on day 1. I was just weighing my weight only on day 1. And the weight only scale is so misleading, so misleading. On carnivore, you'll lose a lot of water weight, you'll lose fat, but you'll also gain muscle and you'll gain bone density. And if you look at a weight only scale, it may be flat for a long time and you may get discouraged, and people have quit carnivore because they're discouraged because they thought that they were stuck and they weren't making any progress. When the truth is, their body was actually healing. They were gaining muscle and bone density, which is so much healthier for you, while they were losing fat, but the scales showed a big fat 0, so they gave up and they quit. Some of the good doctors say these smart scales aren't legit. I don't know. The technology has come so far. All I can tell you is if you're comparing it against yourself, I think it's a good thing to track, and I wish I would have tracked it from day 1. I'll also tell you this, my smart scale, I'll leave a link in the description below. We have a $40 Renfo, and then we got a more expensive one that's a little bit more accurate. I'll leave links for both of those. The one that's more accurate, I stand on that scale and it gave me every one of my body measurements. My waist, my neck, the circumference of my biceps, everything. And it was dead on without using any tape measure whatsoever. It tells me my body composition, bone density, how much visceral fat I have in my body. All of these things are goals that I'm trying to change over time. So get yourself a smart scale. Don't rely on a weight-only scale. And if you don't want to buy a smart scale, measure yourself. Measure yourself. All right, let's keep going here. Let's keep going quick. Number 3, carnivore hack. Dry age your meat. It doesn't cost a penny more to dry age your meat. So say you get a big, beautiful ribeye or a brisket. I'm actually cooking up brisket right now. Take that brisket out of the packaging. Pat it down with paper towel because you want to get all of the moisture off of it. You don't want to steam the moisture while you're cooking it. Take some salt, rub the salt all over it. If it's a big cut of meat, you probably got to use more salt than you think. Put it on a rack like this. Put it in the fridge on a rack with some salt. Let it go overnight, or you can even let it go a couple days, and then cook your steak. It'll be so much better. It tastes so much better doing it that way, and it doesn't cost a penny more. That is a carnivore hack I learned from Dr. Chafee, and I took way too long to learn that one. All right, carnivore hack number 2. Reverse sear your steak. The best way to cook steak, in my opinion, after cooking hundreds of steaks, is low and slow and hot and fast. And you can achieve that many, many ways. I like to do it low and slow on my smoker, hot and fast on a charcoal grill. I like to do it low and slow in an air fryer. You can do it at 200, 225 in your oven. and then sear it on a cast iron skillet as hot as you possibly can in some tallow. It's the best way to cook a steak. It's one of my favorite carnivore hacks. Again, I wish I knew this on day one. I didn't learn this till months into carnivore, and I'll never go back. It's my favorite way to eat a steak. All right, number one, but then I got 2 bonus items after that, is carry real salt around with you. We sell these Redmond travel-sized salt shakers with keychains. We're doing that for our documentary, Healing Humanity. Salt is so critical. If you're going out to dinner or going to a friend's house or traveling, and you use the table salt they provide you, in almost every case, there's dextrose in there, which is sugar. You're consuming sugar. And there's not the proper minerals that your body needs. We love Redmond salt, so we have the little portable travel size. If you want to pick one up, I'll leave a link in the description below. We offer these for $20, and every single penny goes to support our documentary, Healing Humanity, The Power of a Proper Human Diet. We have filmed 60 interviews all over the world. We're done with filming for the main documentary. We're hoping to move on to a series where we can have an episode for cancer, episode for type 2 diabetes. We've already filmed quite a bit of it. We can't finish it without you, and the proceeds from the salt shakers, or if you donate at donate.healinghumanity.movie, 100% go towards the documentary. Help invest in your future, help heal humanity. All right, bonus tip number 1, get yourself a Bluetooth meat thermometer. They're cheap on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below for what we use. You need to know this as a bonus carnivore hack. You should be cooking your cuts of meat to temperature, never to time. I used to cook my steaks to time before I learned this lesson. It's the biggest mistake. You can look up online, how long do I cook a New York strip that's 2 inches thick? And it'll say 6 minutes on one side, 7 minutes on the other, if you want it rare, medium rare, whatever. They're all wrong. That is bogus. There's so many factors. You never cook a steak to time like that. You always do it to temperature. You can get one of these Bluetooth thermometers. The prices have come way down. You stick it, you poke it in there, or you can have one that leaves it in there and it'll ding you on your phone. If you're a carnivore and you're eating meat every day, I would invest in one of those. That's what I use. Bonus tip number 2, and this is my final bonus tip, and this is maybe one of the most important ones. When you're doing carnivore, you are all alone. You are the sum result of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if your family isn't doing carnivore, your friends, your coworkers aren't, they're not succeeding in life, they're suffering, they're struggling, they're on the standard American diet, it's going to be very hard for you to succeed. Community is critical, especially when you're a carnivore and you're the odd one out living in a world of non-carnivores. It's going to be so hard to remain carnivore unless you're in a community. Now, there's free communities out there. That's what I used when I started. My community was YouTube. I was on YouTube. I was in the comments. I was watching Dante Ferrigno. Later, I joined Dr. Barry's group, which is a fantastic group. Go join Dr. Barry's group. It's great. My wife, Jen, joined Bella's group. Shout out SBG, another amazing group. I'm not saying all of this to steer you towards our group, but we have a Healing Humanity group as well, and I'm very proud of it. We have volunteers working there. We do 12 Zoom calls a week. We have breaking addictions calls to help break your food addictions. We have doctors, experts. We had Dr. George Ede on, Dr. Sean Baker on. We charge, it's $15 for your first month, which is 50 cents a day. It's like a whole social media, but it's all carnivore. People will get on there. You can post your pictures, updates, recipes. We have courses. It's all included. If you want to join us, you can get 50% off, link in the description below. But again, if you can't afford that, just go join a free group. If even one of these carnivore hacks helps you, please help me out. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. What is your favorite carnivore hack, whether it's one that I just shared with you or one that I missed? And please share this video with a friend and go watch our trailer for Healing Humanity. We're putting out a new trailer. By the time you watch this, we may have that one. I'll have a link in the description below for our latest trailer. Go check it out. Help us out. Please share the work we're doing with Healing Humanity. Please share this video. I'm not going to stop until we reach millions of people with our documentary. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, you're going to want to check out this video I did in the upper corner of the screen. And this shows the 5 stages of carnivore diet and what to expect at each stage. Now, I did that entire video in one take, no edits, because I'm a carnivore. Beep.